Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nitshft from Thunderdog eSports. Today, I'm going to be doing an interview with MicroGamerZ, the winners of the Aragos Memorial Tournament. I today am joined by TooFast and Days. So, would you mind introducing yourself? We'll start with you, Days.
Sure. My name is Carlos. I've been playing StarCraft. I play Zerg, Grandmaster in North American Ladder. I've been playing StarCraft for about, I'd say 10 to 11 years because I played Brood War from when I was 13. And I really enjoy StarCraft as a game. I've been trying to get pro at it for probably the last 5 years now. I definitely see myself improving, and I want to keep myself improving. And my goal is probably to reach the top 16 GM one of these seasons. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, we'll move on to you, TooFast. Let's hear a little bit about you.
My name is Matt. I'm the manager of MicroGamerZ, and basically this organization that's come together over this past month is a very strong and well put together team. I feel myself and Nitshft, who was my co-leader for a while as far as putting this team together and managing everything, we did a pretty solid job on getting the right players to get the job done for us. And I mean, as you saw in the tournament this past weekend, it was our first tournament as a team, and we thought that it went very well for MicroGamerZ. I mean, we beat ESC, Saga, Integrity Gaming. You know, they're not no-name teams, but definitely I would love to have another rematch against ESC because that played out very well.
All right, and so what originally brought you guys to participate in our Aragos Memorial Tournament for the Extra-Life stream? We'll start with you, Days.
Well, we just wanted to, get our names out and start feeling the team out in a tournament type of setting and seeing how our lineup goes against, decent North American and, European teams in the case of ESC. And I think we did pretty well for our first tournament. We have a very decent lineup of top North American GMs, and I think we can definitely have make an effect on the North American scene in the future.
What about you, TooFast? What drew you into the tournament?
Well, in all honesty, there's a manager channel on Skype that I'm always on asking for team battles or any type of events going on so I can keep everybody, as active and practicing as much as possible. So I actually was talking to Maestro, who's I think is already part of the team league that you guys are doing over at Thunderdog with the Dreamers. And he was nice enough to supply the link to me. Basically, I checked it out. I liked what it was for, and I saw some pretty decent teams already signed up there. You guys were accepting 8, and I thought, why not? Let's try it out. So I signed up, and then I'm actually pretty glad I did, and had a pretty good result.
So we'll start with Days again here. How do you think your team performed during the tournament?
Considering it was our very first tournament with an actual lineup and against decent teams, I think we did very well. We played a decent. I think our best win in the tournament was against ESE. They had players such as Goody and Wormy, and they have a few GM players from Europe. And it wasn't an easy match, but I think we did very well. And the format of the tournament also improves on the team having who has the better lineup of the team. It's not the all kill format where one player can just all kill the whole team, and it kind of relies more on just single strength and individual strength. But this format of this particular tournament was it focused on the team's overall strength, so that I think showed in the results.
What about you, TooFast? How do you think you guys performed?
I think we did very, very well for our first tournament. This team has been practicing almost every day, every weekend for me, and I'm just very happy with how everything played out. Like I said before, ESC is a very strong team. I mean, they've been around a while, especially in the European scene. I think they've been professional since 2008. So for us to come out in this tournament against them and just come out with the fire that we had and win, I thought it was a very big move for our team, and I think it's a very good way for us to progress, especially with our matchup coming up on this Saturday against Quantic.
Sounds good. So, how about your opponents? How do you guys think your opponents performed during the course of the tournament? We'll start with you again, Days.
Like I said before, I think the toughest opponent definitely for me was people from ESE. Um, in particular, I don't think the player I played from the ESC team was a Masters. I never actually got to play some of their GMs, but I definitely I saw the other matches and they had a very strong lineup. Goody, we all know Goody, and he's very very well known player. He came from Brood War as well, and he's very strong. But in the finals, I didn't see. Obviously, I mean, we won. I think like 4-0, and I don't know. I definitely felt ESC was our strongest competition in the tournament.
We'll shoot it over to you, TooFast. Same question.
Well, I want to give the other teams credit too. I mean, to their defense, not all of their best players were online at the time of the tournament. Not exactly sure why that was. Maybe it's because it was a little early for some of the teams. Maybe they were on the West Coast. But I want to give the other teams credit as well. They're not easy teams. They just lucked out in this tournament. We had some pretty easy wins against some players that shouldn't have even been playing to begin with against us. So I really want to give it to the other teams and saying, they're not anywhere as bad as we made them look. No offense to anybody that might offend. It's just they didn't have the players on that were going to be able to compete with us.
All right, and as you were saying, you did see some of the matches. What was your favorite match to watch, Days?
I actually enjoyed the very first match between Goody and Legend. It was a Terran versus Terran on Akalon, and they both went mech. And it was a very well played game by both people. I think it was like a 30-minute long game, and it was back and forth. And I think just Goody's mechanics, and this guy, he doesn't have very much APM. He's a slow player, but his methodical way of playing is just amazing. And I really liked how he won that game against Legend. And trust me, Legend was playing very well as well. So that was probably my favorite game from the whole tournament.
How about you, TooFast? Got a favorite match?
Yeah, I have to agree with Days on that one. That Goody versus Legend matchup was really exciting to watch. Most people are like, oh god, Terran versus Terran, mech versus mech, and everybody just starts, going out, doing their own thing, coming back an hour later, and the game's still not over. But I got to give it to both of them. They both played very well. Would have liked to see some more production out of Legend. Probably would have made the game go a little bit longer, but you can't have a perfect game all the time. So we watched the VODs, we watched the game film, and we're just getting better from there.
All right. And you guys as a team, what are your goals? What do you want to do here in esports? What are you looking to, make of yourselves? We'll start with you, Days.
As a team, I think our goal is to make an impression in the North America scene. As we all know right now, the North America scene is kind of slacking compared to the Europe scene and obviously the Korean scene. And we don't have many strong teams here. Like probably the only one that we have is EG, and not much competition besides that. So I think we definitely want to be and have an impression on the scene, and hopefully join the big leagues with the other tournaments and join these well-known tournaments and have our name out. And hopefully we can even start a team house where we can improve our training, and our players can definitely get better at this team house.
How about you, TooFast, as a manager? What are you looking to achieve?
I think Dave's pretty much just hit the nail with the hammer right there. Basically, what I'm seeing here is an opportunity for NA to redefine itself. Not only is MicroGamerZ very talented, we are very driven. With me not being able to pay the players as much as I even would like to, they chose to stick around because they believe in me, they believe in this team, and they believe in each other and our ability to be a professional team and to have something in NA that would be very special. Whether we get the sponsors for it or not, we're going to find the way to make it happen.
How do you guys feel about the growing esports community? We'll start with you one last time, Days.
The esports community, I think, at least for StarCraft, it's kind of slowing down compared to other games like League of Legends. You can definitely see games like those they're increasing in viewer size, and you can just take a look. And at StarCraft big tournaments, we used to get about 100K viewers or 70 or at least 75 viewers. But last what was it, the season finals for WCS, we only went up to 60K viewers on Twitch, even for the finals. So I can definitely see a trend where there's less viewers. So maybe we're past the stage of the StarCraft 2 boom, but I think it's gonna become like Brood War, where it's always it has like its small niche, and players are always gonna be dedicated. Like the people that actually love this game are always gonna be dedicated to this game, and they're always gonna play this. And there's always gonna be sponsors, I think. I don't think the professional scene is gonna die. Maybe the amateur scene might die, but I don't. The professional scene it's very hard to get rid of, because there's some diehard players out there that love this game.
TooFast, how do you feel about the growing esports community?
Well, it's a very good point that Dave's just mentioned about basically the amateur scene may die, and the pro team, the pro side of it will always be there. But needless to say, I'm indifferent with how this community is doing in StarCraft, just for the simple fact of that this game is turned into not so much a game anymore for enjoyment, but out of who's going to pay the most for you to play. And I think that's a mistake. I think people need to realize that you play this game for fun, and you play for the enjoyment of not only yourself, but for the other people who play it as well that may not be as good as you. At the end of the day, this is a game, and you should enjoy it. It shouldn't be about where you're going to make the most money or who's going to give you the best gear or anything like that. It should be about finding players or finding people that you can relate to, that you enjoy playing alongside with, no matter what the pay is, and just doing what you love to do, which is come and play a video game.
I completely agree with you. Well, on that note, again, I would like to congratulate you guys for winning the Aragos Memorial Tournament. I would like to inform you that we did, in fact, meet our goal of $1,000 through donations. So, yay for us. Yay for
Awesome.
You guys for winning. Thank you for being a part of the Thunderdog's Extra-Life stream. Do you guys have any last words for people who are listening? I will let you talk first, Dave.
Well, I'm pretty new to the scene. Not many people know me. If anyone saw my games, I definitely could have played better, but I think I tried my best. If you could just follow me on my Twitch, it's twitch.tv/SirDays. I stream pretty much every other night, and especially on the weekends. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to improve myself. And like I said before, my goal is to be top 16 GM, maybe next season.
Sounds good. Anything you want to say to people before we sign off, TooFast?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Thunderdogs for giving us the opportunity to come and compete in the tournament. It was a very well-run, very organized tournament that seems like everybody there knows what they're doing, and it's a team league that I hope that we can be a part of coming up as the season comes to a close for next season. And it's we're just looking for a good team league that we can be a part of, and I think Thunderdogs is that perfect place for us.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the tournament, and once again, congratulations. But we're going to go ahead and sign off here. So everybody out there listening, this is Nitshft from Thunderdog eSports, signing off.